yesterday that just by accepting the Charanamrita of the Lord Vishnu, one gets rid of Akal Mrityu, old age and disease, and he goes back to Godhead after this life.
Anyone who circumambulates the temple of the Lord, he will be free from the repetition of birth and death. He will not circumambulate the 84 laws.
Yeah, circumambulation is must. Either circumambulation of repetition of birth and death or a temple. So which is better? Temple. Yes.
One point, like just by standing, you speak about one great devotee in Pandharpur. So I was telling that just by standing in temple of the Lord, one can get liberation.
Just that by the standing at the door, Devachiya Dwari, Ubha Kshanadari. For a moment if you stand, you get all the four liberations. Tene Mukti Chari Sadhi area. That is Jnaneshwar Maharaj.
A person who is devotee who is serving the deity of the Lord, he will not remain on the bodily platform. He will get to soul platform because he will have to adjust his life according to Lord's
services requirements. Generally we are selfish, our whole life is oriented around ourselves. But deity worship forces us to schedule everything according to Lord's convenience.
There are three kind of submission, as you said, Prarthanatmika, Prarthanatmika, Dainabodhika, and third is Lalasa.
Yes.
So, some Prarthanatmika is praying with a feeling. Dainabodhika is humbly revealing our heart to Supreme Lord, and third is Lalasamani, is desiring for spiritual, going back and back. Yes.
Yes.
If we commit by mistake some offense to a devotee, we should first humbly approach him with all humility, and then glorify the devotee, and then serve him. So this is the way to ask forgiveness from a devotee.
Yes. When he forgives, your offense is nullified.
In Dainabodhika, we discussed that how great acharyas they are praying that they are so fallen and so many faults. So the example of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, that if somebody sees me, then he will lose his own piety, or somebody change my name.
He will become sinful. Yes.
We can sing Vaishnav song for the pleasure of Lord, because Acharyas in Vaishnav song are Lord's pastimes, Lord's glories, Lord's name, everything is there. So all will be doing if we sing Vaishnav song.
Right.
So I think different prayers also helps us to develop
Hmm. I saw phenomenal change in the morning chanting time. It was strikingly felt that am I in IIT Dhanbad vibes or am I in NVCC? So I was thinking, if you don't feel problem, that one of you can make the audio clip or maybe video clip of this, what we discussed, these three, the ways to chant: singing, sankirtan and japa. That will be, I think, 10 to 15 minutes max audio clip. So if somebody can make it, and next 10 days also you hear during breakfast or lunch or dinner, once in a day, with everyone. Breakfast time maybe, because you all are here, you have improved. But those other big warriors are going to come. After attending camp, they will be roaring here like anything. They will fight, I don't know what happened to other half team. Seniors died or what? So they have to know that they have not died, they have been dyed, colored with the proper knowledge. So who will do that? Making audio. Today only it can be made. You have the recordings, no? So you can make maybe audio clip is okay. If you feel video is not required, but audio, hearing. Who will do? Who has the time? You'll do? Okay, make it today only. And today when are they coming? Before they come, all the
29.
no, tomorrow also some people are coming, no?
Oh, only 2, 3 others are going on.
So we can start that tomorrow only. As they come, first thing they should hear so that they are clear. अच्छा ऐसा कुछ हुआ है इधर. That is the reason for seniors really chanting japa in the japa time and not chanting kirtan in the japa time. You do that positively. Yes. Any other?
One should not see fault or hear blasphemy of anyone. So in this regard, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, he told that if a person is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is enough to see all his shortcomings and
Enough
faults.
to overlook his shortcoming, not enough to see his shortcoming, enough to overlook. Just that is enough. Kalera dosha nidhe rajan asti hi eko mahan gunaha kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha param prajet. So faults are millions. Kalera dosha nidhi, it's an ocean of faults. So everybody has millions of faults, including devotees also. But one good quality you should see. Asti hi eko mahan gunaha. So why should we not see that? If we are not seeing, that means we are not well read in the scriptures. We don't have faith in the scriptures. We don't have faith in the statement of Shukdev Goswami. Or we have forgotten that statement of Shukdev Goswami. What is Kale Dosha Nidhe Rajan? Oh my dear king. Try to understand. This is Mahan Gun. So one should see the positive side. And the negative side, who cares? How does it matter? If I'm dying in the marketplace somewhere on the road, and all the materialist people gather around me and they try to help me by giving water or something like that, that is all useless, because body is anyway going to go away today or tomorrow. But if some one devotee is there, even neophyte devotee, maybe hostel boy, who knows this is Hare Krishna devotee, and he says, Prabhuji, please chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. He chants. The other materialist, 10,000, 10 billion materialists will not chant anything. They'll only try to give me water or something. They'll put me on stretcher. But that boy, you understand? He will know. इनको हरे कृष्ण महामद अंते नारायण स्मृति कुछ तो सुना है उसने ISKCON में. So he will chant. So you can see how that boy is also glorious, isn't it? He cannot be compared to millions of people of India or world, because he only can remind me of Krishna. Others, they will bodily help like that. Yes.
The devotees of the Lord who always chant the holy names of the Lord, they are so pure that wherever they go, they can sanctify that place, and that place becomes like holy pilgrimage.
Yes, tirthi kuruvanti tirthani, so antasthena kada vrita. Otherwise, holy places are very sinful places. Yes.
When we dance in the Sankirtan by clapping our...
Holy places are very simple places. With the rivers there, the people dump all their sin.
When we dance in Sankirtan by clapping our hands, by that all the birds of Pap Karma will fly away.
It is said when devotees while dancing raise their hands, all the upper planetary systems are purified. And while dancing, when they look in this direction, the entirety of Bhurlok is purified. And because they are dancing on the earth, all the lower planetary systems are purified. Thus, while chanting and dancing in the kirtan, devotees purify all 14 planetary systems. Harivo! So see, I can be impure, I can be contaminated, but just while participating in kirtan, while dancing, I am purifying entire 14 planetary system by the divine potency of the Lord. It's not my glory, it's Lord's glory, but He is allowing me to assist in His mission of purifying the whole existence. Yes.
We discussed that we have opened a crying center.
Crying school.
Crying school.
So you have to cry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This tune sometimes, Hare Hare, like a child, no? And then again he takes pause. In between. Pause means he's preparing for the next howl. He will do that. So this tune has all those ups and downs, like a child crying exactly. So I love this tune.
In this connection, you explained how Param Pujya Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj told that if you don't know how to cry, then learn from Param Pujya Radhanath Swami.
Yes, he did not say Param Pujya. I think he directly said Radhanath. Learn from this Radha because he's senior devotee. His younger god brother. Gaur Govind Maharaj would be in ecstasy. Learn from Radhanath. He knows how to cry. Any other?
Uddhav ji told to pray to Lord Krishna that anyone who smells the chandan and articles or scented oils offered to Lord, or takes the arti, or takes anything which is enjoyed by Lord, like garment, etc., then he will win over the illusory energy.
Yes.
Vaishnavas who decorate their bodies with Vaishnava tilak and neck beads. Yamdut cannot come near to them. So.
Yes. They will not even look in the direction where Vaishnavas are. Forget about coming closer. उनके लिए for whole world Yamadutas are terrorists. For Yamadutas, Vaishnavas are terrorists. Most dangerous. Yamadutas will run away. Yes.
And you mentioned that Lord Vishnu's Kaumudaki Gada is just in front of the devotee.
Yeah.
If Yamadutas will go, then he will be beaten by
Yamaraj said that to Yamadutas, like that. And elsewhere in Brahma Vaivarta Puran, Lord talks about Sudarshan. Sudarshanam sanniyojya bhaktanam rakshanaya cha tathapi nahi nishinto avatishtheta bhakta sannido. Sudarshanam sanniyojya. Lord has appointed Sudarshan bhaktanam rakshanaya cha, for the protection of the devotees. And sometimes Sudarshan may become helpless, like in the case of Haridas Thakur, who prayed to Sudarshan, "Oh Lord, oh my dear Sudarshan, please do not kill them. They are not having any enmity towards me. They are just king's servant. King told to beat me, that's why they are beating." So then Sudarshan was helpless. That's why then Lord personally acted. Tathapi nahi nishinto. Despite appointing Sudarshan Chakra, if the devotee does not accept the help of Sudarshan, then Lord says, he is there. Avatishteta bhakta sannito. He is next to the devotee. Sudarshan becomes helpless, not because Sudarshan has no power, but devotee may make Sudarshan helpless. Then myself only will act. As we find Mahaprabhu came and covered the body of Haridas Thakur. So we have protection of both Sudarshan Chakra as well as Kaumudaki club. What more is required? Full protection. Z plus security. Z plus 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 security. Or A to Z security. Because they have some 5, 6, 7, 8 varieties of securities. Only one bodyguard or two, and like that. So Prime Minister has the security which is beyond that. That is not known to anybody in the world. He only knows. So like that. But we have security which is well known, we have to just accept. A to Z security. Remember, not Z plus plus, A to Z security.
Then we discussed the supreme spiritual power of Charnodak of Lord Vishnu, Charnamrit. So it saves us from Akal Mrityu, and
that is covered, and all the diseases, as well as takes one back to Godhead. No more repetition of birth and death.
Lolyam is a great desire and eagerness, and it's one should learn this is a small technique as you mentioned, and that is a ticket to back to Godhead.
Yes. Lolyam. So we should always, only in the association of devotees who are intense like that, we can get that lolyam. As such, every day we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. By offense, this chanting will automatically develop lolyam, because then we are only begging for service. We don't want to offend anyone. Then we want only service. Antidote for offenses is service only. If we don't do Vaishnava Seva, if we don't have orientation of Vaishnava Seva towards any Vaishnava, we will offend him. So that's why any Vaishnava comes in front of me, how can I serve him? That should be only question in the mind. If we know, serve him. If you don't know, ask him how to serve you. Then he'll say, do this, do that, do that. It's very simple. Vaishnavas don't want 10 crore rupees to get pleased. That's simple. Krishna himself is so simple. Who is the boss? Your boss in the company. You give him one leaf, tulsi leaf in his hand. What? Throw it away. So he will say, work. 8 hours, 10 hours. Like this. Donkey should feel ashamed by seeing your work in our company. Then I will give you salary. So ordinary employer is very cruel, but Krishna is so merciful. Patram pushpam phalam. Obeisances you pay. That's simple. Even a drunkard can pay obeisances. Somehow he should fall down in temple hall. Should bring drunkards to temple hall. They all will fall down. Obeisances. Krishna will say, oh, Gaurita will be dancing. This drunkard is amazing. It's paying such a long obeisance. In early days, devotees would bring some dignitaries to temple, one at a time. And then while bringing him in the temple, they would put leg in his leg and he would fall down. So they forced him to pay. I know, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, please forgive me. He said, it's okay. But they are happy in this side. He paid obeisances in front of the deities. बेचारों को पता ही नहीं था ये लोग जानबूझकर पाँव में अर्थात we should not do like that. In India it is not required. They will bow down like that.
We discussed that when we reveal our heart to the Lord, then we should be ashamed of our past misdeeds.
When I come to confess in front of you, Lord, I am ashamed. What can I speak? I am so fallen. But still we should say, Mosama patita prabhu na paibea. He says, Jadi daya na karibe patita dekhiya patita pavana nama kisera lagiya. भगवान आप पतित पावन कहलाते हो, तो मेरे जैसे पतित का जब तक उद्धार नहीं करते तो आपके नाम की सार्थकता होती ही नहीं. आपको प्रूव करना होगा कि आप पतित पावन है. चैलेंज दो भगवान को. लेकिन कन्विंस होना चाहिए कि मैं पतित हूँ. ऐसे नहीं तो चैलेंज देने कुछ फायदा नहीं. और तुम्हारे भक्त जनों में हमसे बढ़कर कौन, स्वामी हमसे बढ़कर कौन, ऐसा अंदर का भाव है. तो भगवान मेरे क्या बोल रहे पतित है वो, और बोल रहा है कि भक्तजनों में मैं सर्वश्रेष्ठ हूँ. नहीं, हम नहीं मानते. So he should be convinced you are really fallen. You should say that, and you should act in such a way that you show that you are patit. Enough proofs are there in our life for ourselves. Further you don't have to fall down. We have enough fallen down. We have already underground. We have not fallen on the ground. We have fallen inside the ground, underground. No need to. Otherwise, if you fall further down, you will go out of the universe only because गर्भोदक ओशन के बॉटम में से बाहर निकल जाएंगे आप, ब्रह्म ज्योति में विलीन हो जाएंगे, which is not the goal of our prayers that I am very fallen. So take care of that also. Okay, we'll go ahead. We were up to, where did we reach? Up to 38 was drinking Charanamrit.
Reciting notable.
That's all over. No? 38 is drinking Charanamrit. 39th we are to begin. Smelling the incense and flowers offered to the deity. In the Hari Bhakti Shuddhodaya, the statement is, when the devotees smell the good flavor of the incense which is offered to the deity, they thus become cured of the poisonous effects of material contamination, as much as one becomes cured of a snake bite by smelling the prescribed medicinal herbs. Very nice example. So some herbs are there, we may not be knowing, but just by smelling one who is bitten by snake, that poisonous effect goes away. So just by smelling the incense stick, it is that medicinal herb like that, and the smell. If we are bitten by the snake of repetition of birth and death, poison of material, worldly life. Janiya shuniya bisha khainu. We only allowed Maya to bite us and we are bitten now. So we should smell this incense. So we put it here only. So everybody gets to smell like that. So it's very good. Any devotee coming into the temple should always offer something to the deity, fruit, flowers, incense, etc. If one cannot offer anything in cash, something else must be offered. Come in morning to visit the temple, bring so many things. So when you become, those of you who become grahasthas in future, you can think of that. In case you have the fortune or privilege of having your own garden in which flowers grow, you can just pluck one flower and take to the temple, offer to the deity. Or something else can be offered, whatever. Best is seasonal, changing, that is very good always. But something or the other should always be taken. It is a regulative principle that one should not go to see a saintly person or the deity in the temple without any offering. The offering may be very humble or it may be priceless. That doesn't matter. Krishna sees the love. Patram pushpam phalam toyam is not the Lord's requirement. His requirement is yome bhaktya prayachati. He is looking for love. He doesn't look for these superficial things. But he has said those Patram Pushpam to make it clear that simplest things will do. Simplest. Water is the priceless also. In any sense, doesn't have any price also. Freely you can get water from anywhere. But offer me with love, I will be pleased. That is Lord's simplicity. He is looking for love. He says, Duryodhana ka bhoga na khayo, रूखे शाक विदुर घर खायो, ऐसे प्रेम पुजारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम. प्रेम पुजारी है वो, ऐसे इसकी पेट पुजारी नहीं. That is devotees sometimes. ब्राह्मण भोजन प्रिय, अच्छा लगता है भोजन देकर. He says in the Tantra Shastri it is said, if the smell of the garland which was offered to the deity in the temple enters into a person's nostrils, immediately his bondage to sinful activities becomes cleared. Jai Mahaprasad garland ki jai. Great fortune. So I want to preach unlimitedly so that I will always have garland. Keep smelling. Smell will automatically come anyway. And while speaking, nose is anyway somewhat down. So I say it, so then smell will go. And even if one has no sinful activity, still by smelling such remnants of flowers, one can advance from Mayavadi, impersonalist, to devotee. That this four Kumaras smelled Tulsi. They say, Tasyaravinda padaravindaye kinjal kamishra tulasi makaranda vayu Samshobham Aksharajusham Apichitta Tanvo. One line I am missing. Swantas, Vivarena Chakara Tesham, Swantas, something like that. I'm something missing some point. But basically it's saying Tasyara Vinda Nayanasya Padara Vinda. That Padar from Lord's lotus feet. That smell came. That Sankshobham Akshara Jusham. These were Akshara Jusham. They were worshippers of impersonalism. Akshara Jusham Apichitta Tanvo. In their body and mind they felt agitation. Just like by lust. Beautiful woman or something, you see, the lust is agitating the man. So like that they were agitated positively by smelling that fragrance which was brought by the breeze from the lotus feet of Lord Narayan. Samshobham akshara jusham apichitta tanvo, in their chitta, mind, and tanva, in their body, agitation. So that's the, and they became devotees just by smelling the fragrance of tulsi offered at the lotus feet of Lord. What power is that? Amazing. It is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, one who has not washed off all reactions of sinful activities cannot be a pure devotee. A pure devotee has no more doubts about the supremacy of the personality of Godhead, and thus he engages himself in Krishna consciousness and devotional service. Agastya Samhita says, just to purify the impurities of our nostrils, we should try to smell the remnants of flowers offered to Krishna in the temple. Now, this is not that external gross impurity. For that you should go to basin and clear up those. But otherwise we have smelt so many things. Like in the train, if you are traveling, you are sitting in the upper seat. At hawkers, not hawkers, as well as these pantry car people, they bring vada pav and they bring patties, and the smell is very, what is it called? Pungent or whatever. Pungent. It's such a strong smell, it enters in our nostril. So our whole existence is putrefied. You may try to take it out, but it may not go out. Like that. So the way to take it out is to smell the flowers. ऐसे करके वो नहीं जाएगा. The nostrils are putrefied. The way to purify them is smelling the remnants of flowers. So carry in the train flowers offered to the Lord. जैसे वो पेंट्री कार वाला पास होता है, स्मेल के अंदर हो गया, nostrils are purified. Like that. So Lord is merciful. Then next, that is 48th, is touching the deity. Vishnu Dharmottar says, only a person who is initiated as a Vaishnava and is executing devotional service in Krishna consciousness has the right to touch the body of the deity. So initiated means spiritual initiation. If you remember in NOI we discussed in the 5th verse, what is that? Krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyata. So one who is spiritual, one who has undergone spiritual initiation and is thus engaged in worshipping the deity. Krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyata dikshasti chet pranati bhishcha bhajantam isham. ईश का भजन कर रहा है, वो पूजा कर रहा है. So the actual initiation is second initiation according to scriptures. But Prabhupada made the glories of holy name so vibrant, and it is true also. There is no need of second initiation in that sense. But to purify our existence, especially our body, mind, intelligence, and false ego, deity worship helps a lot. So better we get second initiation also. So he is initiated as a Vaishnava and executing devotional service in Krishna consciousness has the right to touch the body of the deity. And then Prabhupada talks about this Harijan and all that. They were not allowed in temple. Gandhi revolted and all that. So basically all are children of Krishna. In ISKCON, anybody, we have in our temple, at least 2 are there from that. Those who are stamped as Harijanas. Everybody is Harijan only. Everybody is child of Krishna Prabhupada. But some people who are considered lowly because of their low birth, according to Rakshasi Varnashram, because they are born in Shudra or lower than Shudra families. So they were looked down. Even if they are passing on the road, they have to shout, I am a Shudra passing on the road, please close the doors and windows of your house, please don't come. How? One has to say like that, loudly, like that. So, but we have in our temple, and it is the custom all over India, in ISKCON, that anybody can come from he can be from Chandal background also. And he chants Hare Krishna. After a few years, he can get first initiation. And he continues practicing Brahminical principle. After 1 or 2 more years, if he is situated nicely in his brahmachari or grahastha ashram, he will be given second initiation also. We don't discriminate, racial discrimination, caste, creed, color, nationality, nothing. We act on soul platform. ISKCON works on soul platform. He says the present law is a law given that if anyone is purified, one can enter into the temple. Okay, next. 41st, seeing the deity. Varaha Puran says, my dear Vasundhara. Vasundhara means earth. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudha. My dear Vasundhara, any person who goes to Vrindavan and sees the deity of Govinda Dev is free from the courthouse of Yamaraj and is allowed to enter into the highest planetary system in which reside the demigods. This means that even an ordinary person who goes to Vrindavan out of inquisitiveness and by chance sees the temple, especially that of Govinda Dev, even if he is not elevated to the spiritual kingdom, is still assured promotion to the higher planetary systems. This means that simply by visiting the deity of Govinda in Vrindavan, one becomes highly elevated in pious life. We must say that way, then whole world will go. No. How many people come to Vrindavan? How many of you before coming to ISKCON were dreaming, when will I go to Vrindavan and take darshan of 7 deities or something? How many of you are dreaming like that? No. That's not easy. Yes, because we have come to ISKCON, Prabhupada, shelter, etc. That's why we know the glories of Vrindavan and we are aspiring always. Even if we are not able to go physically, mentally we are supposed to be always there. Tishtan vraje tad anuragi jananugami. That is our perfection. He says, Yei nivedana, no sorry, that Mora yei abhilash, before that. What is the beginning? ये तुम्हारा शरण लय तार वांछा पूर्ण होय कृपा करी करो तारे वृंदावन वासी. We are praying to Tulsi Maharani, please make me Brajavasi. They have advertises, billboards in Vrindavan. Just be a Brajavasi in 27,000 rupees by purchasing 2 BHK in whatever, Vasundhara complex. they advertise like that. Just be a Brajavasi in 27,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees. It is not so cheap to be a Brajavasi. For Brajavasi, we have to pray to Vrindavaneshwari, or this Tulsi Maharani. She only gives entrance and services also. So if you enter in Vrindavan, you will have to go out. But if you ask her for service, she will give service, then you can eternally reside in Vrindavan. One who has service there doesn't have to go out. So seeing the deity. So very few will come in that sense. But we should recommend. You can tell people rather than going here, there. People go to many demigods. In Maharashtra there is Ashtavinayak, very famous. Mahad, Pali, Siddheshwar, Theur, like that. In childhood we would have something like I have to cover all these 8 Ganeshas. Like one was near to my hometown only 10 kilometers between my hometown and Kopoli. So that was nearest. And some others here and there, scattered all over Maharashtra. And many Indians have that Jyotirlinga, 12 Jyotirlingas, in Ujjain, Mahakal, and Trambakeshwar, here, there. That is okay, but we can recommend them go to Vrindavan or come with us only to Vrindavan. So we can take them to Vrindavan. For yatras, they want to come. Coming with ISKCON devotees will be beneficial for them. 42nd, observing Aarti and celebrations of the Lord. Skanda Puran says, if someone sees the face of the Lord while Aarti is going on, he can be relieved of all sinful reactions coming from many, many thousands and millions of years past. Just see how merciful is Lord. That means you don't have to be Pujari also. You are not in altar, you are outside. Just look at the face. In India, you can see the custom is there. Many people may not, they'll ask, when is the Aarti in the temple? Like that. So if you tell 12:30 in the afternoon, my God, hundreds will come. And evening though, because jobs get over. So by 7 that Gaurati, thousands will come. In our MVCC, my God, that time, afternoon time, somehow people come to know slowly. And nowadays on internet also we post it. So people know ISKCON Aarti is at 12:30 in the afternoon. It goes till 1. And evening 7 o'clock. So many come there like anytime. A lot of books get distributed. More the people, more the distribution. So that is good. Julan Yatra and proper talks of festivals. Lord is seated on the car, Rath Yatra. So many festivals. Bhavishya Puran says, in such a ceremony, if even a Chandal, dog eater, simply out of curiosity, sees the Lord on the cart, he becomes counted as one of the associates of Vishnu. Just see. Rathe tu Vamanam Društva Punarjanmana Vidyate. Just by seeing Lord Jagannath on cart on the day of Rath Yatra, one will not take birth again. How many glories are there? Agni Puran. Any person who in gladness sees the worship of the deity in the temple will obtain the results of Kriya Yoga, which are described in the Pancharatra scripture. Kriya Yoga is a system of practice much like practical devotional service, but it is especially meant for the mystic yogis. In other words, by this gradual process, the mystic yogis are eventually elevated to the devotional service of the Lord. So that is 9th chapter. Any question?
Yesterday you told that the devotees who get the chance to worship the deities personally will not
have to take birth on a planet where Krishna has appeared. Yes.
But my question is, we say that worshipping devotees is better than worshipping God. So how we can understand?
How does it matter? See, you go to Golok Vrindavan and engage in Krishna's services directly there, or you take birth on a planet where Krishna's services are there. What is the difference between Golok Vrindavan and Bhulok Vrindavan, or Gokul Vrindavan and Golok Vrindavan? Why should we worry? अरे मैं ऐसा वेटिंग लिस्ट में मुझे नहीं चाहिए, ऐसा वो डिटूर यात्रा नहीं चाहिए. डिटूर क्या है वो, है कि नहीं? Suppose next birth we all have to take birth in this Vrindavan Dham as a Brajavasi. We will be born from the womb of some Brajavasi lady. What is the problem? You will be in Barsana or Nandagram, you are born. What is there any problem? You open Nandagaon voice, Barsana voice, there only. Anyway, we name our voices here. Nandagaon voice, Barsana. So directly you are there. You produce your voice, that will be Nandagaon voice. If you are in Nandagaon, no need to worry. And if you too much feel, then you get second initiative and do all those services. Not so easy in one sense. Devotees are a little scared somewhat, especially those who are disciples of His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. In Pune, there is a rule. If they want second initiation, after initiation, 2 years they cannot go for Maharaj Yatra. They have to stay back in the stay-back committee and take care of the deities. When hundreds of brahmacharis are gone, you have to stay back, and because you have Brahman initiative. On that, what do you call, condition only they are given. So the man says, मुझे नहीं चाहिए Brahman. यात्रा मिस हो जाएगा. So people are scared. So it's not so easy. Like that. When you become, it takes one to know one in one sense. When you go there, you will realize. It requires hearing from pure devotee. Then one will have fondness to serve the Lord as a pujari. Otherwise one will say, अरे हो गया मेरा मुझे क्यों बोल रहे प्रभु जी, एडॉक में मुझे हमेशा बोलते हैं आप, शेड्यूल में मैंने किया ना मेरा वाला, मुझे क्यों बुला रहे हैं अभी, समझ रहे ना? पुजारी also become reluctant. So हृदय से करने वाले इतना आसान नहीं है, समझ रहे ना? And as I said, one will be, here it is said, one will come of bodily condition of life. So we are very attached to that. So to wake the Lord up, you have to get up early in the morning. 3:45 you have to be there in the DT kitchen. Make the plate ready. 3:55 you have to enter inside. Wake the Lord up. 4:05 you should have offered bhoga. 4:15 5 you start offering bhoga till 4:15. 4:25 you remove. 4:30 you open the altar. If next pujari doesn't come for aarti, you only have to do aarti. And in case the next pujari for dressing has not come, you only continue dressing the Lord. And next for darshanarti, Govindam Adi Kushal, nobody comes, you only continue. And when you are doing mopping and everything, and next devotee pujari doesn't come for Mangal Bhog, you only have to do Mangal Bhog. So Mangal Bhog, then after that you are like 8:45 a.m. So you entered inside at 3:45 a.m. 8:45 a.m. you may come out. You don't know. Lord may engage you in His services. He may love you. I mean, Lord don't love me so much. Many other pujaris are there. Please shower your merciful glance on him. Don't shower so much on So they I have seen pujaris running away. है प्रभु हाँ हो गया मेरा ड्रेसिंग हाँ तुम कर दो हाँ वो भगवान को भोग लगा दो 7:15 का और वो दर्शन आरती में भी तुम कर दो और तब तक वो दूसरा पुजारी आ जाएगा मैं जाता हूँ मुझे जब बचा है ये बचा है वो बचा है कि नहीं डिवोटीज आर लवर्स ऑफ साधना माता जी जब बचा है साधना माता जी आई लव यू आई लव यू आई लव यू और ब्रह्मचारीज आर लवर्स ऑफ साधना माता जी एक ही माता जी है सब उसके ऊपर ही मरते हैं तो इट्स यू हैव टू पे द प्राइस नो पेन नो गेन ठीक है एनी अदर ओके देन यस
there are like so many glories of just seeing the deity and so if you see in India it's very normal so, but people don't know the glories of what they are doing so like they will
but without their knowledge also they are getting benefited what to say if you know
they will get like agya sukriti or like
no these whatever points are told that will become and they also many of them know no that's why they go to temple those who don't know all these glories in a sense they just happen to pass by go in their temple or something और गलती से अंदर चले गए किसी कारण से तो they will get this kind of benefits they will get agya sukriti but otherwise many people in India they know at least मंदिर जाना चाहिए पाप मुक्त हो जाता है ये होता है वो होता है they may know some vague thing भक्ति ही हो रहा है उनका सामान्य भक्ति जैसे and then after doing that for some time when they take shelter of a proper bona fide guru etc then it will become sadhan bhakti vaidhi sadhan bhakti then systematically they will come in that fold of sadhan bhakti bhav bhakti prem bhakti okay next chapter 10 techniques of hearing and remembering as you remember this in the earlier one 28 to 42nd were covered around how many 23 or so. So now only 4 in this 10th chapter. 43 to 46 are covered. 43, 44, 45, 46. Only 4 devotional principles. First one is hearing, technically called Shravanam. Is essential if one is to remember Krishna. Very important. The beginning of Krishna consciousness and devotional service is hearing, in Sanskrit called Shravanam. I have heard that the children who are deaf, born deaf, they become dumb also because they can't hear any alphabets, any sound. They see only people. They can't hear because they are deaf, born deaf. So they then don't pick up. We learned our language just at home only by hearing from mother, father, brother, sister, relatives. Whatever they are speaking, we started speaking. An advanced version of language we learnt in the school. Alankar and all that thing. Understand? Very technical way of learning language. But otherwise basic language we are speaking before going to school only. Whatever the regional language we picked up. So by hearing only one can do kirtanam. One who is poor in his hearing, he is poor in his kirtanam also. If you are not chanting well, we have to know I am not doing Shravan enough or properly. Either quantity or quality there is some problem. This is very important part of sadhana. All people should be given the chance to come and join devotional parties so that they may hear. This is ISKCON's goal, to make hear. That's why we should all speak. Go out and speak. And also we cannot speak so much. Our speaking has no power. Means not so much power. So we give Prabhupada books. The person will read and he will hear from Prabhupada. So facilitate hearing. His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj says the best leader is one who facilitates hearing and chanting for all his followers. So this is my goal also in life. That's what I do. In fact, I do nothing else. Keep speaking. And when senior devotees come, I keep hearing. Now GBC meetings are there. I was called for these classes here. Somewhere it was going in up to 26. I think we have holidays till 26. Something like that. I said no. 25th GBC meetings are starting in Pune, NVCC. And so many gurus will come. I want to hear from them. They will give classes. So I should also hear from them. So 24th I will go. So hearing should be, we should hear from our superiors, and those who are not superior, those who are younger ones, for them we should give the facility of hearing from us. This hearing is very important for progressing in Krishna consciousness. That is submissive oral reception, Prabhupada says. Outsiders may not be so submissive, but among devotees are very submissive. They are ready to hear classes for hours and hours, like all of you have proved. We are keeping extra class today for your pleasure. So that just like nostrils will be purified by, similarly ear holes will be purified by hearing more and more. All that we have heard, vada pav, chai. Ear holes are purified, so they will be purified the more we hear. So when that happens, quickly one becomes purified and cleansed in the heart. Hearing is very important. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, cleanses the heart. Cheto Tarpanam Manachanam. Garuda Puran says the state of conditioned life in the material world is just like that of a man lying unconscious, having been bitten by a snake. This is because both such unconscious states can be ended by the sound of a mantra. So earlier we read there medicinal herbs. If they are smelt by somebody who is bitten by a snake, then he can be revived. Another way is some mantras are chanted. So some chanting of the mantras. Those experts, they know. So they will do that, and by that the effect of the poison will be removed and one will be revived. So like that we have been bitten by the snake of continuation of birth and death. If we hear the sound vibration, then we will be reviving. Radheshamru's logo or slogan for voice is rekindling wisdom, reviving love. So we have to revive like that. Revival, sometimes they have this prerana, revival, such kind of programs once in a month, once in a year, isn't it? So revival. So man does not die immediately after snake biting him. He is in comatose condition, etc. But it can be brought back to life by hearing those chanting. Similarly, one can be brought back into Krishna consciousness from the deadly unconscious state of material life by hearing of the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we should arrange this facility for whole world. Everywhere is possible in India almost, and outside also devotees. There are so many video clips of devotees. Even how many of you seen? In foreign, there's 4-5 devotees are going. One is playing mridang and saying, "Hey, do you know Gaurang? Gauranga is it, no? Gauranga.
Say Gauranga.
Huh? Gaura.
Say Gauranga.
Say Gauranga. And his wife says Gauranga. Gauranga. How many of you seen that? My God, that devotee is like fireball of enthusiasm and ecstasy. So, and there is another brahmachari, Saffron. He gives somersaulting in the air. He dances with youngsters. I don't know his name. Raishampur had shown. He will go to the hotels, some kind of small hotel. They have outside on the road. They sit on table, 4-5 people eating something. That's almost like open only. There are no walls, not like proper hotel. So like outside. So then he goes there and he says, "Hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol," and then he gives some small talk. And let us have dancing kirtan. And they dance. And all the young boys and girls, they give up their eating. They come and they dance in circle. And this brahmachari in particular, he catches the hand and they jump. And some youngsters will have so much energy. This brahmachari is very energetic. How many of you seen that? You can show that sometimes to them. So devotees, by their enthusiasm, they make the whole world vibrant with Krishna consciousness. So we should be always vibrant. We should not be dead. To the degree we hear the holy name, to that degree we are alive. Pranachiyar sahetu prachar. Only a living personality will preach. Murda kya prachar karega? Dead admi, dead person cannot preach. So what is pran? Pran is Krishna. And Krishna enters through holy vibration. In the commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur to Shrunotam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridayantasto hi abhadrani Vidunoti Suhrutsata. The Krishna's message, Krishna Katha, when it enters in the heart, Krishna personally cleanses the heart of the devotees because he is the friend of his devotees, Suhrutsata. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary, he writes that Paramatma does not purify our heart. Paramatma is there for all eternity in our heart as long as we have material body. He does not purify. He only smriti, gyan, apohana. He is only three functions. He gives us knowledge, remembrance, forgetfulness. But Krishna who enters in the holy vibrations of Krishna Katha and Krishna Naam, he cleanses the heart. So such amazing technique, such amazing ways of working of Krishna. So this paragraph is focusing Garud Puran on Nama Shravan. Then there are some more other Shravans. One is Leela Shravan, then Charita Shravan, and Guna Shravan. Leela Shravan, Charita Shravan is same. Leela is Charitra. It's the same. So in Srimad Bhagavatam 4th canto, 29th chapter, 40th verse, Shukdev says to Parikshit Maharaj, "My dear king, one should stay at a place where the great acharyas, holy teachers speak about the transcendental activities of the Lord, and one should give oral reception to the nectarine river flowing from the moon-like faces of such great personalities. If someone eagerly continues to hear such transcendental sounds, then certainly he will become free from all material hunger, thirst, fear, and lamentation, as well as all illusions of material existence." It is said that Maya has 6 whips, or one whip which is bitten in 6 different ways. One of them is thirst, another is hunger, lamentation, hankering, old age, and death. 6. So we will not feel anything. Will be relieved, especially this hunger, thirst, fear, lamentation will be all gone, illusions gone. So such beauty. You can see Maharaj Bharat in the form of deer in the next life. Left his place, Karanj forest or something, and went all the way to Pulaha ashram, where he was earlier performing austerities. And there he started hearing from sages. Because in that Karanja forest or something, where he was born, Kalanjara, there it seems there were not many sages. So he went there only. So one should stay in that place where a lot of Shravana will do. So that's why in future if you become Grahastha, you try to stay next to ISKCON temple only. So that because in ISKCON temple so many devotees keep coming and speaking, extra classes are there, kirtans go on. So by staying next to the temple, you can progress faster. If not, then in your own house only you have to arrange. But because family life many times, so many other things are there. But in temple there is nothing else. All those who are staying in temple, the temple is meant for nothing else but non-stop Shravanam Kirtanam facility. Apart from Archanam, all those other things. But Shravanam Kirtanam is most prominent. He says, if one gives oral reception to the sound vibrated by great acharyas, devotees, that alone will give him relief from all material contamination. Therefore, it is the recommendation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that one should simply hear from authorities who are actually devotees of the Lord. Hearing from professional men will not help. If we hear from those who are actually self-realized, then the nectarine rivers, like those which are flowing on the moon planet, will flow into our rivers. In which canto? I think 10th canto, Brahmaji says, Jnane prayasamudapasya namantayeva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya vartam sthane stita shrutigatam tanuvan manobhi ye prayasho ajita jito apitais trilokyam. So one should give all mental speculation and all that. Jnane prayasamudapasya namantayeva jivanti sanmukharitam Bhavadiya Vartam. One should hear about Krishna's pastime from Sanmukharitam, from the lotus lips of devotees, Sat Mukharitam. Sthane sthita, wherever you are brahmachari, remain brahmachari. You are grihastha, remain grihastha. You are vanaprastha, remain vanaprastha. Sannyasi, sannyasi. Sthane sthita shruti-gatam. Panuvan, keep hearing and dedicating your body, mind, words. Ye prayashu, if one endeavors like this, then jito ajita api jita. Taistrilokya. Even Ajita, Lord who is unconquerable, gets conquered. Such power by hearing about the Lord. Lord gets captured within the heart. Bhagavad Gita, he says, unless one finds a superior engagement, he will not be able to give up his inferior engagement. In the material world, everyone is engaged in the illusory activities of the inferior energy, but when one is given the opportunity to relish the activities of the superior energy performed by Krishna, then he forgets all his lesser pleasures. How many of you seen that when you are in the temple hall, you don't have any material anxiety and all that? Lust, pride, greed doesn't attack. Just imagine this morning program continues till 10 p.m. Not 10 a.m., but 10 p.m. Or okay, chalo 9 p.m. Instead of 9 a.m., 9 p.m. How nice it is, isn't it? प्रसाद इधर ही देंगे हम, हाथ धोने के लिए बेसिन इधर ही है, चाहे तो यहाँ अंदर भी बेसिन रख सकते हैं, बाहर जाने का ही नहीं. ये सब छोड़त कहीं नहीं जाओ, ये सब छोड़त परण हराओ, राधा कुंड तट कुंज कुटीर. बाहर जाने के नहीं, इधर ही आपको दे देंगे, सब प्रसाद देंगे, इधर ही रहो, सुनते रहो, dancing. प्रसाद के बाद if you feel that indigestion, we'll have dancing kirtan. Everything will be digested. So nice. You should pray to Krishna. Krishna, please let me not go out of temple hall. Sometimes I pray while giving class only. Towards the end of the class, oh Lord, let me leave my body. Sadguru, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. प्राण छोड़ गए. अरे प्रभु जी सो गए क्या जब करेंगे? अरे हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी बोल ही नहीं. हरे कृष्ण. अरे प्रभु जी चले गए. आसन के ऊपर शवासन हो गया. चलो ये आसन के साथ ही लेके चलो इनको क्रेमेटोरियम में, क्योंकि व्यासन से बहुत ही आसक्त थे धृतराष्ट्र की तरह. तो व्यासन पे जाएंगे. मंदिर के लिए नया व्यासन वैसे भी आ ही रहे हैं फंड कलेक्शन के द्वारा. ठीक है. सो यू शुड प्रे. यू शुड, दिस इज लालसामय. यू शुड प्रे सम स्पेसिफिक प्रेयर. क्योंकि जब मरना तो है ही एक दिन. कहीं बाहर किधर मर गए नुक्कड़ में अच्छा नहीं. वो पता नहीं वो फर्स्ट ईयर बॉय रहेगा कि नहीं रहा तो अच्छा है. बेटर इन टेम्पल हॉल. That will be very nice. So that Vishaya Vinivartante Niraharasya Dehina Rasavarjam Rasopyasya Param Drishtani Vatate. We need a higher test. And higher test comes by hearing. So I remember in 1998, I told I think here, no? Every weekend I would go to Radha Gopinath temple to hear from His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj. Because Maharaj would give Saturday morning Bhagavatam class, Saturday evening some Pandal program somewhere in Bombay. Huge Pandal program, and hundreds would come there. Sunday morning Bhagavatam, Sunday feast lecture at around 1 o'clock after Gaurati. So 4 lectures at a stretch, fixed, Maharaj only, every weekend, especially in the later half, something like from December month till May month. Then May he would go to America. So I would go every weekend, and then I was addicted to hear from Maharaj. Then what happened after somewhere, I went for December, January, February, and 3 months I kept going every weekend. So the money was getting exhausted. I had, my parents had kept 10,000, 20,000, 10, 15,000 in the Bharti Bank where I was a student. But they will see, suddenly the money has reduced. It's not a regular pattern of monthly mess bill or something like that. That all was like almost annually it was paid, college fees, hostel fees. So they will detect. So I was wondering what to do. They'll come to know like this. Money is there, but then that will happen. So because I was very strongly desiring, somehow I came to know there is something called as students concession for the pass. Because students are non-earning members. So if they apply, fill some form from which is taken from college, then you can submit in the railway. And then, so then I found out, I went to that counter in college. took the form, I filled and I submitted in the railway. So then I got in for 3 months only 400 rupees. And done. Now next all months up to May end or so, whatever it was, maybe February, March, April, May, or March, April, May. These 3 months I can travel unlimitedly between Bombay and Pune. Then I used it like anything every time. Then I stopped going by buses because the concession is in the train. Then it was amazing. Till 14th of May, I got initiated on 10th May, Nasim Chaturdashi. Then 11th May I just went home for half day or something. Then I again came back to temple. Maharaj gave classes on 12th, 13th, 14th night, midnight he had plane to America. So we went for send off to Bombay airport. And then 15th I went back to Pune. Then the half month was there, but Maharaj was not there. There is no point in going to Bombay. So much hearing from great soul. We should get addicted. Shravanam. So many places it is glorified. Hundreds of places. Mother Rukmini got addicted or attached to Krishna, fell in love with Krishna only by hearing. Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundar shrunvatam te nirvishya karna vivarer haratongatapam. Like that she says. Rupam drusham drushimatam akhilartha labham त्वयि मे अच्युत चित्त apatrapam me. So I am shamelessly declaring I love you. Please come and kidnap me. So this will happen if you hear. You will fall in love with Krishna. And Krishna comes through this oral reception only. So this one is about Leela Shravan. Then next is Guna Shravan. Gunadi Shravanam. A person who desires unalloyed devotional service to Lord Krishna, who is praised by transcendental sound vibrations, should always hear about his glorification and transcendental qualities. This will surely kill all kinds of inauspiciousness in the heart. Our goal should be eventually Kirtaniya Sadahari or Shravaniya Sadahari, 24 hours I want to keep hearing. So step by step, slowly, gradually, we should gear in that direction. Just like in vehicle, when we begin with first gear, and then the vehicle gets pushed, because otherwise it's in the inertia mode. We have learned in engineering, inertia means the state of the object which it offers resistance for otherwise. So when it is stationary, it remains stationary. When it is moving, it continues to move. That is inertia. So it is like that. But first gear you put, then vehicle moves forward. It's very less speed. Then after some time we put second, then third, then final. Or there are higher gears also, 5 gears. And in bus it seems double top gear is also there, 6th, 7th gear, something like that. Some concepts are there. So we should go in that direction. I also want to put higher and higher gear in my life. So we should see how to arrange life in such a way that step by step we are doing more and more Shravanam Kirtanam. That is every individual's responsibility. The authorities in the temple, counselor, guides, they will try, but eventually as you grow up, something like 5-6 years or over, you are initiated, then our superiors may not interfere too much in our life. Many times we are having responsible services also, taking care of others. So they may feel it's fine now, he's on his own. In a sense, he's taking care of himself, he's taking care of others also. But still we should, Maya is very cunning, very amazing. She can cheat us also. So our personal sadhan also should be very strong. We should have some goals, and especially hearing, chanting, daily reading Prabhupada books. One should safeguard his position. So next, 44th. Expecting the Lord's mercy. That is called a Tat Krupekshanam. Tat Krupa Ikshanam. Okay, one minute. Here. About hearing, 3 types here given. Basically 3 ways of performing hearing. Nam Shravan, hearing the name. Charita Shravan, hearing about pastimes. Gunadi Shravan, hearing about the qualities etc. of Krishna. Hearing the name of the Lord from Garuda Puran we read already. hearing the Vaishnava mantra Krishna, which is the only effective medicine to counteract the bite of the snake of samsara, a man becomes liberated. Then Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam Grunatascha Swacheshtitam Kalena Natidirghena Bhagavan Vishate Rudi. Kalena, in time, na atidirghena, not after long time. Bhagavan Vishate Rudi, Lord will enter in your heart. When? Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam. Shraddhaya, with faith. Nityam means always, constant hearing. Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam Grunatasya Swacheshtitam. Endeavoring with, trying to hear with great endeavor. Then Lord will quickly enter. Pravishta Karna Randrena Swanam Bhavasaroruham Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna Salilasya Yatha Sharat. The sound incarnation of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Soul, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, enters into the heart of a self-realized devotee, sits on the lotus flower of his loving relationship, and thus cleanses the dust of material association, such as lust, anger, and hankering. Thus it acts like autumnal rains upon pools of muddy water. Dhautatma Purusham Krishna Padamulam Namunchati Mukta Sarva Pariklesha Panthasva Sharanam Yatha. A pure devotee of the Lord whose heart has once been cleansed by the process of devotional service never relinquishes the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, for they fully satisfy him as a traveler is satisfied at home after a troubled journey. Okay. So expecting the Lord's mercy. That 10:14:8 Tatyanukampam sushamikshmano bhunjana evakma kritam vipakam rudvagvapurбhir vidadhan namaste jive tayo mukti pade sadaiva. As far as devotional discussions are concerned, Prabhupada, this maximum quoted shloka is this Tatyanukampam. Depends, self-realization, then dehinosmin yatha dehi, that kind of shloka. Or as far as material life and all that, then what is that 551 Rishabdev teaching? Nayam deho deha bhajam durloke. That is maximum quoted. This human form of life is not for working hard like donkeys and hogs and dogs to eat on the stool, but for tapo divyam. So some few shlokas Prabhupada stress is like anything. So in as far as devotional life is concerned, he quotes this. So tat means therefore they, your, anukampam, compassion, susamikshamano, earnestly hoping for, samiksha, iksha means seeing. Like some devotee tells wrong thing about me to authorities. So then I come to know, then that is iksha. What, Prabhu? How dare of you to tell wrong things about me? This is iksha. So samiksha means not immediately reacting, and then thinking that earlier I also had told bad thing about that devotee. Now I got some reaction, something like that. And susamiksha mano means earnestly hoping for Lord's mercy, not complaining at all. Bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam. Bhunjana means enduring. Eva means certainly. Atma kritam, done by myself. मैंने ही किया है. Atma kritam. Vipakam, the fruitive results. Rud vag vapur bhir, with the words, with the heart. Rud vag, with the words and with body. Vidadhan, offering. Namaha, of obeisances. Take unto you. Jiveta, he lives. Yo, anyone who. Mukti pade, to the position of liberation. Sa, he. Dayabhak, the rightful heir. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. That means we should tolerate like anything. So many sufferings will come in life. Kleshagni is there, definitely, in sadhan bhakti stage, but the klesha is also there. So till that, so many suffering, bodily diseases, mental problems, and all that. So we should tolerate and go on, continue with devotional practices. Then Krishna's mercy will surely come. So he said this statement of Srimad Bhagavatam should be the guide of all devotees. See the words. Who is our guide? This statement. Like you can say counselor. Our counselor is this verse.